What's going on, everyone? Good evening. It's 7:45 here in southern New Jersey, and I received this package through mail this morning, but unfortunately, life gets in the way, and was extremely busy all day today. As a matter of fact, I just got out of the shower, but I wanted to get this first impressions out of this knife because it's just stunning. Nevertheless, I want to touch on something before I do so. Um, Ben Belcom from Jack Wolf Knives. His knife, his first knife out of many in a series that he has coming out, is the first one he's got coming out on this coming Friday, is the Sharpshooter Jack. Now, I can't explain to you guys what that means to me. It has been 2 years, I think roughly 2 years, I've been following this whole thing unfold, and it has finally come to fruition with Ben Belcom and Jack Wolf Knives. He is an extremely passionate man about traditional knives, and just listening to the man talk, he has, excuse me, he has so much knowledge in traditional knives. I'm going to have to clear my throat. Got to get something to drink. Excuse me. Long day today. Very long day today, and I'm tired. But Ben Belcom is just a fantastic guy. He's in the community a lot. He does a bunch of lives. And if you ever listen to him on one of his lives, listen to him talk, you can tell that he is just one of the most knowledgeable guys that I really know in traditional knives. Just listen to him talk, and it's like, wow. Your mouth, I mean, he's just full of knowledge. Okay, so that's happening on Friday. Everybody's excited about that, I do believe. Even if you are not a traditional knife guy, you are still, everybody's hopping on that knife because it is just that much, it is that good. It is really that good. We'll talk about that again, but I could talk about that for 3 days. Anyway, this knife came through the mail this morning, and again, I was busy and I couldn't get to it, and yada, yada, yada. So here it is. This piece right here, guys, is the number 36 pattern. Number 36 pattern. And it is called the Toenail Clipper. The Toenail Clipper. It's in the Northfield line. Northfield unexcelled. There's the tube right there. This one happens to be in Cocobolo wood. And I really can't express what this one does for me. As far as sunfish knives go, this is in the sunfish family, and they bring a premium, and they are very, very desirable. Well, let's go over it. I mean, it's in 1095. You got this nice big sheep's foot blade on it. You got a beautiful long pull, nickel silver bolsters, beautiful grain Cocobolo wood, which the seller had 3 of these and gave me the opportunity to pick out of the 3 which one I wanted. Because the grain structure is very different on all of the pieces. They get very different. So he gave me the choice on picking which one I wanted. And I thought that that was just a hell of a thing to do. This, if I haven't mentioned, is a big knife, and I'll tell you, it don't feel big. It's real slender. It feels nice in hand. It's not heavy at all. It's not heavy at all. Mostly all of the men are going to get a full 4-finger grip, a full grip in hand. Even if you have big hands, you're still going to get a 4-finger grip, because it's that big of a piece. You know what I mean? You got these beautiful nickel silver bolster here. You've got brass pins. You got nickel silver, big pronounced inlay there. Just a beautiful shield. That shield is just I mean, it's in your face. Look at me. I'm here. Just look at me. You know what I mean? And it's just beautiful. There were about 4 or 5 variants you could choose from on this pattern. There's a bunch of covers you could have went with. To me, this was the easiest one. Normally I go back and forth trying to decide, but this was a no-brainer for me because just the inlay on this, how big that inlay is, this wood. I mean, it was simple pick for me. It's just unbelievable. It's on another level. These knives, with these GEC knives, I call it, this is next level collecting. This is not your everyday run-of-the-mill pocket knife. You know what I mean? They're just, these are heirloom pieces. These get hand down. These kind of things stay in the family. They're that important. You know what I mean? They're that important, guys. Again, they're just next level collecting. Not very many of us are into these. I think in the community, I have it pretty much at about maybe 10%. I think that it's only about 10% of us that really get down and dirty with the traditional knives. The other 90% are just mostly modern knife guys, you know, modern knives. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? To each their own. Everybody has their thing, you know what I mean? Whether it be their knife preference or something different on, you know, could be food, what you like to eat, and so forth and so on. It goes down the line. But I happen to fall into this category where I just happen to love traditional knives, and that's where most of my collecting has been, you know what I mean? I do, from time to time, dabble in modern cutlery. I just went through a phase with Demko knives. You know, I just bought a bunch of Demko 20.5s. So I'm not against modern knives by no means. You know what I mean? I love them all. There's a place for them all. But I can say, if you threw me up against a wall and you told me to pick which one I want, well, I mean, that's easy. My heart is in traditional knives. You know, this is where my heart lies, right here. And I've said that many and many a times. Many a times. This is where my heart is in traditional knives. And, yeah, I can't help that. It is what it is. But this one is the 36 pattern. And I just wanted to give you guys a quick look at it. You got these brass liners. Look at them liners. Now, typically when I get a GEC like this, I don't study the back spine on it because there are really no gaps on these pieces. I mean, it's non-existent. You're not going to see any gaps. And if you do, I mean, you're really nitpicking if you find like a little gap or something, or if you, I don't see any on this back spine right now. Even if I wanted to see one, I'm looking to try and find one to pick out. I don't know. I don't see any. I don't see one on here. I don't see one on this back spine. But you got brass liners, brass pins. But what stole this show, what stole what made this whole entire piece, what just made this whole entire piece to me, is this shield. This shield just stole the show for this whole knife. How they did that inlay. That inlay is what sold it for me. Made this whole knife. And it just made it an easy pick for me too, as far as picking the cover. You know what I mean? Because I could have went with a red jig bone, I think it was. You could have went with a Indian. I think it's called India Stag. A white smooth bone. And there were a couple other ones. But anyway, you get my idea. But just a beautiful, beautiful piece. And I mean, I never take for granted when I get one of these pieces. Never do I take for granted, because they are very hard to get. They are expensive. And when you do get one, you quickly realize, you quickly appreciate what you have. You quickly can see that you have something special and you acquired something special. So when I do get one of these, I feel extremely grateful. I feel very, very grateful when I get one of these, because again, they're not easy to get. And they are pricey. They are a lot of money. You know what I mean? Because most of the time, me anyway, I'm going to the secondary market, so I got to pay up. You know what I mean? I'm not getting these on the drop. So I'm on the secondary market, and I'm paying, you know, you're paying double. You're paying close to double for what they're coming out on if you get them on the drop. You know, if you're lucky enough to get these on the drop and you pay normal pricing for them, well, then consider yourself extremely lucky, because when they come up, there's they're almost impossible to get on the drop. I can never get them. I can't get them. Anyway, here's the first look at this 36 toenail clipper in Cocobolo wood. I will do we'll talk about this tomorrow. I have a lot of things to talk about. I have right alongside of me here more sunfish knives that I want to compare with this. They're much cheaper, but still I want to compare them. We don't have time for that now. Also, I want to talk about this knife here. It's a story that I want to tell, and I want to do my thoughts on this knife after carrying it for since I got it from Slick Slicers. This is the Barlow. Let me open this without. This is the Barlow he gifted me, and I have yet to take this out of my pocket. This has been in my pocket since I got it. It's in the slip. I've been taking my jeans off. It's been in the slip. I have yet to take this out of my pocket, but there's a story that goes along with this, because I was at an event, a sporting event last night, and I forgot this was in my pocket. That's all I'm going to tell you. But wait till you hear about the story. This was going to get confiscated if I went into the event without taking this or running back to the car. And it was far. Anyway, that's just about it for right now, guys. If you feel like leaving a video, I would greatly appreciate it. If you don't want to leave me a video, a comment rather, a video. Leave me a video. I understand that too. But hey, greatly appreciate if you could leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this toenail clipper here, this 36. And I'll get back on here tomorrow and finish talking about this Barlow and finish talking about sunfish knives and a whole bunch of stuff. That's it, guys. Be good, be well, be safe, huh? And have yourselves a great evening. Take care now.